Oh, can you imagine if I said one? Jesus Christ, all hell would break loose. I mean, how could I pick one? Seriously, how could I honestly pick one? I mean, you guys are all equally amazing. The Misfits are the best fits, and I'm so lucky that I get to share what I do with you guys and have you guys in my life. Each and every single one of you guys is amazing. And I'm not just saying that, just like, because that's what people say. That's not just something to say in a video. I genuinely mean it. I mean, I hate to use the word fans because, I think that our relationship is more than that. I feel like you guys are an equal part of what I do and what we do, and what we're building and growing together. But I mean, if we're going to use the term fans just for the purposes of this question, then I definitely think hands down that I have the best fans in the world, bar none. Hands down. To me, that's a given. That's indisputable because you guys are so supportive, so amazing, so gorgeous, and so lovely. And I really, honestly, genuinely appreciate everything that all of you do all the time. So, yeah, I'm the lucky one. How lucky am I to have you guys as amazing fans, friends, and there's no way I could pick one of you over any of the rest of you because the Misfits as a collective are absolutely awesome, and I'm a very lucky guy to have you. So thank you, Misfits. Mwah. Oh, and the second part to your question, cheeky, or or the actual question, which I suppose it was, is do I write all my own stuff, my lyrics and music and stuff? Like, yeah, I write everything, and I play all the instruments, and I do all the production, and I run the record label and the publishing and all that sort of stuff as well. So everything that you hear on the album Home is me, basically, with the exception of the backing vocals on Reckless, the female backing vocals. That's the amazing Cat Southall. Absolutely everything else is me. All the instruments, the bass, pianos, drums, guitars, backing vocals, main vocals. That's me. I wrote all the words and I wrote all the music, and it's the same with the Kaishira stuff that I do, the band that I'm in. I write all the music and the lyrics there as well and do the production and things. So yeah, control freak, I guess, is the term. But I mean, I have done co-writes for other artists. I do collaborations and things with other producers and other artists in co-writing songs. I've co-written some stuff with Kat as well, like a song we did called Sing for Life, which is, you can hear that on YouTube for the 10 of us, a cancer charity. And we've done a song for the Military Wives coming out next year as well. So I do co-writes, but when it comes to my own music, it's generally sort of like my baby, really. But I would be open to working with other writers. I think that could be interesting to see what comes out. So who knows? Maybe sometime in the future. I would absolutely love to come to France and do some shows and to meet all you guys. I love France. I love the French people. I love the culture. Yeah, I love France. I'm trying to learn French. I've been trying to learn French for ages. I've got all the books on the shelf, but it's taken a long time. It's not sticking because you guys don't make it easy. You've got a great language, but it's not an easy one to learn. So it's taken me a long time. But yeah, I would love to come and do some shows in France. But I mean, as you can tell, I'm finding it hard enough to get off my ass and book some shows in the UK. So I mean, it might not be anytime soon before I get to France to do some shows, but it will definitely happen at some point, and it'd be great to see you there, and you can show me around your town. J'aime la France. Oh, thanks, Elsie. I'm glad you like it. Thanks for listening. Do you know what? I might agree with you. I mean, that Purple Rain is a fun one to sing. I do enjoy singing that one. It's a simple song. It's like four chords. And you can there's a lot of room to experiment with your vocals on that. So you can really kind of enjoy singing that one. So I would say, yeah, that's probably one of my favorites to sing because you can really kind of get into it and experiment with your voice. But I mean, there's loads of classic, amazing cover songs that I would love to do. I want to get into like doing a lot more of that next year. But I mean, it's just where do you start and where does it end? There's just so many great songs. But for what I've got at the moment online, I think Purple Rain would be probably my favorite one to sing as well. So thanks for listening. I'm glad you like it. Hey, well, I was never I never really sort of pursued singing. I just kind of fell into it. I mean, I'm in a band called Kaishira, like a heavy alternative band, which I'm in as well as doing my solo stuff. And when we started out, I was just a guitar player. I mean, my passion was always guitar, and I spent years and years practicing to be like the best guitar player I could, and I never had any real ambition to be a singer. But when I was in the band, we didn't have a singer really, so I kind of just ended up fulfilling that role. And if you listen to the first Kaishira record, you can hear how different my voice is because it's sort of grown and matured over the years as I've developed and become more experienced as a singer. But now I consider myself a singer. You know, I know my voice well. I'm experienced at it. And I consider my singing to be on an equal sort of level to my guitar playing, really. If anything, my guitar playing's kind of taken a bit of a back foot. I need to get back on that. But yeah, I mean, like singing, funny how things go, you know. I mean, you know, if we'd had a singer in the band, I wouldn't be singing now. I'd just be like a lead guitar player or something. So yeah, funny how things go. Oh, well, I'd love to come and meet the girls and the men of Sussex as well. And hopefully we can do it soon. I mean, like, as you know, at the moment, like for the past few months, I've been taking ages to get anything done. I think I've kind of just like slowed right down this past few months. I've been moving house and that's taken forever. Doing my videos has kind of taken forever because I've just been like operating very slowly and I've kind of been enjoying that. After the whole kind of making of the album and the build up to that and the pleasure and the release of the album, the videos and stuff like that, which was all awesome. Then I moved house and, you know, kind of focused on like family and things like that for a bit. So I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm coming out of that phase now. So, I mean, I have been like planning on doing a national tour for a while and I've been talking about it for ages. But man, I got to be honest, you'd be amazed how difficult it is. Like how much effort and time and money and headache goes into just organizing a few shows. It's so difficult, you know. So for me, like as soon as things get a bit difficult, I tend to back off because I'm just enjoying my simple country life at the moment. But I am itching to come out and do some shows, and I would love to come and do Sussex, and I'm sure we will come to Sussex. I'm gonna do like I'm gonna try and get around all of the UK. I was gonna try and do a tour before the end of the year, but it just got too complicated and annoying, and I just kind of like backed away from it. But I'm gonna try and do a few shows if I can, just like, you know, 3 or 4 shows before the end of the year is out, just simple like acoustic small shows in a club somewhere, which I think would be really awesome. And if we can get near Sussex, it would be great to meet the women of the girls of Sussex and the men of Sussex, and have a good time and a party and a shindig in Sussex. So hopefully I'll see you all soon. And thanks for your patience. And yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of enjoying the simple life at the moment in my country house, chewing corn, sitting on my rocking chair with my rifle, you know, shooting at strangers. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Well, again, like nothing really. I've just always followed my passions. I mean, like music's always just been something that I was interested in. I mean, I was gigging like out in clubs and stuff when I was 15, and I've been doing that like ever since. So it wasn't really like a career choice, and I didn't really have any mentors or anyone that sort of like encouraged me to pursue a certain thing. I'm self-taught. I've never had any teachers in anything, singing or guitar or, you know, production or anything like that. So I've never really been guided in this direction. I've just always followed my passion and just pursued what I enjoy doing. And I've been doing it so long now, it's kind of like, well, there's no going back. This is kind of where it is now. I mean, I've sacrificed the option to have a career in something else because I'm so far down this road now and I've been doing it so long that it's kind of like, this is it now, you know. I gotta take it to its natural conclusion. So yeah, I mean that's it really for me. I mean I've just pursued my passion, and it's not always been easy, and it's still not easy. You know, there's loads of sacrifice and like disappointments and letdowns and mess arounds and rip-offs and things that happen along the way. But you know, as well as that, you know, you get to do what you love, and you get to meet amazing people from all around the world, and you get to engage with people like yourself on the internet. And you know, yeah, you couldn't put a price on it, despite all the ups and downs and everything. So I'm really glad that I just stayed true to pursuing what I love, and would encourage everyone else to do the same. Dealing with like unkind messages and things like that. Well, I just don't like get involved with it really. I don't acknowledge them. I don't respond. Oftentimes, like it's really easy on the internet for people to behave in ways and say things that they would never have the balls to do in person or out in the real world. So I just treat it like that. Really, I don't give it the reaction that they're trying to get. It's easy to be a keyboard warrior to send people messages, isn't it? You know what I mean? So I just don't respond. I kind of, if people are like being a pain in the ass on Twitter, I tend to just block them. I'm not going to waste my time arguing with people on the internet. I got better things to be doing with my time. So I just let it go, let it fly over your head, man. If anyone's sending you messages, just mark them off, just block them, report them, don't acknowledge them. Like, I find the most irritating thing you can do to someone who's trying to get a reaction from you is just to completely ignore them, because it really winds them up, because what they want is a reaction. You know, they want someone to pay them some kind of attention, even if it's just negative attention for being a pain in the ass. They just want someone to give them attention. So they're going to keep getting more and more desperate and keep poking you and get more and more nasty. And the best thing you could do is to just casually and coolly just completely not acknowledge them. And it really winds them up. So that's kind of what I do. I do it out in real life as well. But I mean, as a J, it doesn't bother me really. I see it for what it is. It's the internet, and the internet it connects wonderful, great people like us a lot together, and it also brings out all the idiots as well, and just the people who are desperate for any kind of attention, and a kind of opportunity to act like way more of a hard person than they actually are in the real world. So just roll your eyes, feel sorry for them, ignore it, and if it really gets on your nerves, just block them or report them. Or tell me and I'll sort them out. Oh, well, thanks, Sherry. Apologies if I pronounced your name wrong. But I mean, superstardom hasn't really kicked in yet. I haven't seen the elusive superstardom, but who knows? I'm happy with the way they are. I'm very lucky, and regardless of superstardom or whatever. But I mean, hey, who knows? If that happened, that could be kind of cool. But don't hold your breath. But thanks for the support. Sneaking quite a few in there. Passion Fish 312. Great questions. Other than friends and family, what gives me deep-seated joy? I would say just being alive gives me deep-seated joy. I mean, I'm so lucky to have been born in the place I was born, at the time that I was born, in the era that I was born in, and to have, amazing friends and family around me, my physical and mental health, to have the opportunities around me. If I was born like 100 years ago, in Victorian England, apologies to the historians if that's like way off. Life would have been very different. So, you've got to count your blessings where they are. What gives me deep-seated joy is just the ability to experience the massive highs and lows of being alive, life is struggle, and it's very difficult. And I have like really bad days as well. And I have a lot of like disappointments and resistances and struggles and things. But just to be able to experience that and to moan about it, for me is a blessing. 80% of the world survives on something ridiculous like, $1 a day or something, which is just insane. So just the very fact that I can have the first world problem of moaning about my bad days on camera or on an album to you guys is a blessing in and of itself, isn't it? So just being alive, man. I love being alive, and thank you to my parents for giving me this gift. So that's what gives me deep-seated joy. Okay, vices. Well, booze would definitely be my main one. I don't smoke or do drugs, apart from caffeine and things like that. But yeah, booze, I love a drink. Booze would be a big one for me. But other than that, just food and chocolate and, all the usual culprits. I eat very healthy Monday to Friday, and I do a lot of exercise, and, I'm very strict like that, but I could very easily fall off the wagon. I love pizzas and curries and chocolates and sweets and crisps and bread, and oh god, I love it all. I love it all the good stuff. I love it all. My birthday is March the 15th. I'm right on the Ides of March. I think that's what they call it. So put it in your calendar. Birthday pie, 2018. Everyone's invited. And the last question is, yes, I don't know if this is good news or bad news for yourself, but I'm quite unashamed about where I stand politically, and I am fully signed up hardcore, all the way over, loony left, socialist. Sorry. Look at the books. Come on, I got Chomsky and Pilger everywhere. That is a tough one. That is a tough one. I'm guessing that you mean like to go back in time and stuff. That means someone like people that aren't like with us anymore. Of which there's loads, man. But to do a duet with, that would be tough. I mean, I probably have to say Prince because you know that self-explanatory. David Bowie would be a good one. But I think like so that I don't name all the same people that everyone else would name. Perhaps like let's go further back in time, seeing as though that we can do that in this hypothetical scenario. Let's go right back and let's use some of the classical guys. I think that'd be a good combo. So how about like Ravel, Debussy, and Rachmaninoff. So those guys could compose some kind of like heart-wrenching, bittersweet kind of gorgeous thing, and then I could sing on top of it and ruin it all. But I think that could be a good combo. What do you think? Leave your suggestions below, like who you think would be a good like top 5 kind of duet from anywhere in time. That'd be pretty interesting. So thanks so much for all your questions, guys. You guys are amazing, and I hope that you've enjoyed listening to some of my answers. It's great to hear from you all again. I know it's been ages since we've done one of these, and I'm really sorry I've been off the radar for so long, but moving house has just taken forever. We haven't introduced this little fella yet either. This was sent to me very kindly from the lovely Nelly in Texas. Thanks so much. My little bobblehead there. It says Kashira on his t-shirt, and this guy's on my bookshelf at all times. He's like my little brother looking out for me. He's like the devil on my left shoulder, and I don't have an angel on my right, so I mean, you know, that explains a lot. So thanks again, guys. It's great to hear from you. I hope you have a wicked weekend. Thanks for all the support. I love you from the bottom of my heart, each and every single last one of you. I really do appreciate all your support. Have a great weekend, and we won't leave it so long till we do the next one, and I'll catch you up with you really, really soon. Love to you and yours. Have a great weekend. Take it easy. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Love ya.